There is a yes that no mother fully understands in the moment she says it. It is not a lack of intelligence. It is not a lack of preparation. It is that the size of motherhood does not fit inside anyone's anticipation. You said yes to a child. And you did not know you were saying yes to everything that would come with it. The sleepless nights, the fear, the sacrifice. The kind of love that hurts when it hurts in your child. And motherhood does not arrive with a manual. It arrives with the baby. With the crying you still do not know how to interpret. With the responsibility that suddenly becomes real. With the feeling that there is a person completely dependent on you while you are still learning how to become who that person needs. And you go without knowing everything, without being completely ready, but you go. And with time you discover that motherhood is not a phase. It is a permanent transformation. You do not go back to who you were before. There is no going back. There is becoming something else. A version of yourself that now carries someone inside your heart for the rest of your life, that will feel what the child feels, that will hurt where the child hurts, that will smile where the child smiles. And there is a sacrifice that comes with this that is rarely named. The sacrifice of yourself, not in a dramatic way, in a silent and constant way. You give up sleep to care. You give up plans to be present. You give up what you wanted in order to give what is necessary. You give up a version of yourself in order to become what your child needs, and you do this without expecting recognition. Because it is love. And there is a kind of exhaustion in motherhood that does not disappear with physical rest. It is the exhaustion of carrying responsibility for a life that is not yours and yet is part of you. Of making decisions every day knowing those decisions shape a person. Of trying to do the right thing without always knowing what the right thing is, and still continuing anyway. Every day without stopping. If you made it to this video, subscribe to the channel now. Every day there is a new prayer here. For mothers who are tired but keep going. For those who sacrificed without complaining. For those who said yes without knowing the size of that yes. And before entering the story, I need you to understand something. The motherhood you live, even if it seems ordinary in daily life, is one of the most extraordinary acts that exist. Creating a life, forming a person, offering what you have so someone else can become who they were called to be. That is not small. It never was. And there is a mother in the Bible whose story is the closest to the story of every mother who ever said yes to something bigger than she understood. Her name was Mary. And she said yes to a motherhood no human being had ever experienced before, and no one would ever fully understand. Mary was young. The Bible does not say her exact age, but she was engaged to Joseph. She was from Nazareth, a common young woman from a small town, with simple plans, with a life that was just beginning, with a future she could imagine within the limits of what was possible for someone like her. And then the angel came, and the angel said, "Greetings, favored one, the Lord is with you." And the Bible says Mary was troubled by these words, not immediately radiant with joy, troubled, like anyone would be when something huge and unexpected arrives without warning. And the angel continued. He said she would conceive and give birth to a son, that she would call him Jesus, that he would be great, that he would be called the Son of the Most High, that his kingdom would never end. And Mary asked an honest question. How can this be, since I do not know a man? It was not lack of faith. It was the real question of someone trying to understand the size of what was being asked of her. And the angel explained. And at the end he said, "For nothing will be impossible with God." And Mary answered with one of the bravest sentences any mother could ever say. "Behold the servant of the Lord. Let it be done to me according to your word." Yes, without understanding everything, without knowing what would come, without guarantees about what that yes would cost or yes. And here is what impresses me most about this moment. Mary did not ask what it would cost. She did not ask what people would think. She did not ask how Joseph would react. She did not ask what would happen to her plans. She did not ask whether there would be support for what she was accepting. She said yes, with everything unknown still ahead, with everything difficult still waiting. And what came after Mary's yes was not easy. Joseph almost left her. The town talked about her. She gave birth in a stable. She fled to Egypt as a refugee, carrying a baby. She returned to a land that had tried to kill her son. And she raised Jesus in a life she had not planned, on a road no mother would choose if she knew everything waiting ahead. And Mary's motherhood was filled with moments every mother recognizes. The fear of not doing things right. The responsibility of caring for someone greater than what you fully understand. The love that has no logical explanation. The constant giving of yourself so another person can flourish, and not knowing the future, and trusting anyway, and continuing anyway. There is a specific moment in Mary's life no mother forgets when reading it. Jesus was 12 years old. The family went to Jerusalem for Passover, and on the way back Jesus stayed behind without them knowing. After a full day of travel, they realized he was gone, and they went back and searched for 3 days. 3 days. And when they found Jesus in the temple speaking with the teachers, Mary said something any mother would say. "My son, why have you done this to us? Your father and I have been anxiously searching for you." The anxiety of a mother who does not know where her child is. The relief mixed with anguish when she finally finds him. The question that is not accusation but the heart of a mother who suffered while searching. And Jesus answered something she did not fully understand. "Why were you searching for me? Did you not know I must be in my Father's house?" And the Bible says, they did not understand what he meant. But Mary treasured all these things in her heart. She kept in her heart what she did not yet understand. That is motherhood. Keeping inside what still has no explanation and continuing even without understanding everything. And years later, Mary stood at the foot of the cross, watching the son she had carried, nursed, searched for anxiously in Jerusalem, treasured in her heart, being crucified. And she stayed when the disciples ran away. When fear took over everyone around her, Mary stayed at the foot of the cross with a broken heart, and she stayed. That is motherhood in its purest form. Staying when it is difficult, remaining present when it hurts, not abandoning when everything inside asks you to run away. Mary did not understand everything that happened, but she stayed. And that is what mothers do every day in different ways, but with the same essence. They stay